You need to take a step back, a big step back, maybe a half a mile step back in order to see these big machines. First up, La Princesa. It's called La Princesa and it's a giant mechanical spider. Yep, 15 meters across and weighing 37 tons, and it is the work of French artist company La Machine. The spider only moves at 2 miles an hour when its 12 operators strap into it. It's an even harder thing to move long distances like to Japan and London, and it takes 16 cranes, 6 forklifts, and 8 cherry pickers, not to mention 250 people to get it through the streets. The whole thing is funded by the Artichoke Trust and Liverpool Culture Company and was built in secret using hydraulics, wood, steel, poplar wooding, using a design from Nantes, France, Meyerside, and Camillard in Birkenhead. The bill for the spider came in at about £2 million. The second one is Belaz 75710. Catchy name, huh? It's the world's biggest dump truck. At 2.6 meters long and 9.87 at its widest and 8.16 meters. It can carry 450 metric tons, and empty it weighs 360 tons. Its two-engine system, called the Siemens MMT 500 drive system, hauls 4,600 horsepower, and it can run on one engine if it is empty, with a maximum speed of 64 kilometers per hour. Number 3, the Antonov An-225 Mriya is the world's largest aircraft. Designed by Soviet-era Antonov Design Bureau, the name Mriya means dream in Ukrainian, and its 6 turbofan engines can move its 84 meters long, 88-meter wingspan, and 18-meter tall body into the air. The plane has not only carried the world record for airlifted weight of 189,000 kilograms, but can weigh a maximum of 640 tons before it can't get airborne. Not only that, but this baby is a one of a kind. In the 80s, a second one started to be built, but holdups, restructuring of the government, and money moving around, as well as lack of funds, resulted in the project going bust as recently as 2013. Number 4, the Schreur Gustave is the biggest railgun ever. Built for the failed French Maginot lines, it weighs 1,300 tons and measures 47 meters long and 7 meters wide. It is capable of firing a 7-ton shell nearly 30 miles, an unbelievable stat. But the gun had problems too. It could only be shot 14 times a day and was easily seen by the Nazis. Number 5, the NASA Crawler. How do you get a rocket from place to place? The Crawler Transporter is the NASA rocket transporter. 40 meters long and 35 meters wide, the Crawler weighs 2,721 tons and can only move between 1 and 2 miles an hour, depending on if it is carrying its maximum load of 5,400,000 kilos. There are 2 crawlers, which are nicknamed Hans and Franz, and are the world's largest self-powered land vehicles. They cost a pretty penny too, $14 million each in fact, and they have mileage as well, a combined 3,400 miles. Number 6 is Bertha. Want to know how to dig through a mountain? You just call Bertha, the world's largest tunneling machine. It was made specifically for the Alaskan Way Viaduct in Seattle. Named after the city's first and only female mayor, Bertha Knight Lands, the machine is 58 feet wide and designed by Hitachi Zosen and began working in 2013. The machine actually stopped and cut its blades on a steel pipe the project's workers had put in Bertha's path years earlier to measure groundwater. After a 2-year recovery process, the machine was fixed and is still digging to this day. Number 7, the Bagger 228 is part of a line of Krupp oil excavators that can move 240,000 tons of coal a day while putting 16 megawatts of external power. That's enough coal to fill a 30-meter deep football field. The Bagger is 220 meters long and 96 meters tall. It has 4 caterpillar tracks and a turning radius of 100 meters. The baggers were invented to help the overwhelmed Tagabo-Hembich mine, and by 2001, the machines had completely extracted the mine and made them irrelevant to the mine. Moving the machines cost 15 million German marks and would not be disassembled. The workers even had to lay down special grass to not damage the land and divert a river. Number 8, F-60. F-60 isn't one machine as much as it is 5 conveyor bridges to move coal in the Lusatian coalfields of Germany. It has a cutting height of 60 meters, like the name, and the F-60 is 502 meters long, 240 meters wide, and 80 meters tall. Nicknamed the Lying Eiffel Tower, it is the largest land vehicle anywhere, ever. Number 9. Large Hadron Collider. The biggest and most powerful machine is the LHC Large Hadron Collider, a 27-kilometer-long tunnel in the ground, 574 feet deep, under the France-Switzerland border that shoots particles around at breakneck speeds to try and figure out the world. Well, those are the biggest machines anywhere. Much less complicated is leaving comments as well as subscribing to Hello Facts on YouTube.